Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Mattie and Liamo. I am Liamo, by the way, and the other guy is Mattie. Say hello, Mattie.
Hey, guys.
We got a comment the other day. Somebody was really annoyed that he didn't know which one of us was which, and he had to watch several videos before he found out which one of us was Liamo and which. And I was like, I answered him. I said that, you know what? At first, I was going to say, yeah, probably a good idea if we introduce ourselves, but now I'm kind of turned off the idea because it actually made you watch 7 or 8 videos.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a bad idea to introduce yourself. Leave them hanging, because they'll go looking. I've changed my mind. I'm not Liamo anymore.
We're cutting that out.
Maybe I am, maybe I haven't. There's only one way to find out. Anyway, today's video is going to be about the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer that was released, like, what, a week ago?
Yeah. Just
so again, we're not on the ball with this one. Give us a break. It's not like we get paid to do this. Anyway, The point is, Mattie has been harping on about this movie for as long as I've known him. Whereas I knew nothing about it. I don't know anything about Guardians of the Galaxy. And everything I've heard about it, like, just the title alone, Guardians of the Galaxy, right? And the few details about the characters. To me, it sounds like a 1980s, really cheesy sci-fi cartoon. And I mean that in an affectionate way, but that's what it sounds like. And I couldn't really picture that working in today's modern, edgier Marvel universe that we're used to. I seen the trailer, and it blew me mind. It looks fucking awesome. Now, you obviously seen the trailer last week when it first came out, and you said you watched it 27 times or something in the first half an hour. I kind of held off watching it because it's just not something I was that excited about. Now that I've seen it, I've got the horn for this movie. I can't wait till it comes out. It looks absolutely top notch. To me, I got a few vibes off the trailer. Okay, I got a Firefly vibe. Did you ever watch Firefly, Matthew?
I've never seen it. No, I've never seen it.
It's going to be very hard for me to describe what vibe that is then.
I've heard enough about Firefly that I think I think I know where you're coming from. Is it Joss Whedon?
Well, there you go. That's all I need to say. Joss Whedon.
So I mean, you kind of know what you're getting when you ask.
Yeah, but that whole kind of it's the whole that feel of a kind of swashbuckling universe, you know, where you've got these bands of friends traveling together, getting up to various. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy. For somebody who doesn't know anything about it, to me that sounds like an actual, almost like Earth's Mightiest Heroes, like this well-known, famous group who actually guard the galaxy. From what I got from the trailer, it seems like it's just this name this group have come up with for themselves.
Yeah, pretty much.
And one guy says they call themselves the Guardians of the Galaxy, and the other guy says they look like a bunch of assholes. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah,
I love that because it took this thing that I thought was going to be very, very cheesy and just made it very fucking cool, you know?
My favourite thing of the trailer actually happens in the first. Like, it's the first thing that happens in the trailer. You see Chris Pratt's character. It's a real kind of like almost like an Indiana Jones moment where he's like breaking into this tomb like thing and he's trying to steal this treasure. Yeah. He gets stopped by these guards. It's like, you know, there's a scene in Batman Begins where he stops the guy and he's like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "I'm Batman." Yeah. And it's a real awesome moment. He's like, "Yeah, it's Batman." Yeah. And he goes, "Who are you?" And he goes, "I'm Star-Lord." And there's a moment that he just goes, "Who?" And he's like, "Star-Lord?"
Yeah.
Infamous forget about it. And that right there, I was like, yeah, there you go. They nailed it all. Just It has to be. It can't be too serious. It just has to be a kind of a serious moments, but mostly there's got to be comedy in it because you're talking about a movie with a talking raccoon. Yeah. That has a lot of anger management issues, and a tree that essentially just says one word. Yeah. But I thought the trailer made the movie look epic.
That's another thing as well. When I first started hearing about this movie, and even from yourself, for some reason I had it in my head that this was going to be a full CGI movie, a lot more cartoonish. So I wasn't when not that I would have been totally disappointed in that. I'm sure Marvel have just been pulling it out of the bag lately anyway. So anything they do, it's got to be good. You know what I mean? Even if you don't think it's brilliant, it's got to be good. Yeah. But then when this came out, there was only, you know, like what, two or three characters that are CGI. So it has a lot more grounded feel than I pictured, than I thought it was going to have. But as for the tree, like, yeah, of course that's going to sound stupid. But I remember when Lord of the Rings came out, I'd read the books, obviously, and I was kind of saying, there's no fucking way he's going to have these trees in this movie. He's going to completely cut them out. Because he cut a couple of other things out, you know? Mm-hmm. He's definitely going to cut out the trees. Now, obviously, the trees play a fucking huge part in the books. So it would have been hard to cut out. The fans would have been disappointed. Whatever. The point I'm getting to is that the trees were in the movie, and they're fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's world class, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's the same with this. What's his name? Groot?
Groot, yeah.
right, fair enough, he's a fucking walking, talking tree, but it's nothing we haven't seen before.
Exactly.
And get over it, bitches.
It also depends on how they portray him. Like, if they take it too seriously, I think
Yeah.
you're going to be like, no, come on, it's a fucking tree. But if they have enough seriousness and enough comedy, I think they'll...
That's what's going to do it. And there's a part in the trailer where your man says, "This is Groot. He's his right-hand man and houseplant," or something like that.
Yeah, he's Rocket's right-hand man, transport system and houseplant.
Yeah. So it's not as if the fucking characters in the film are taking it too seriously either.
Yeah. Another moment that I loved in the trailer was at the very end, right when he says they call themselves the Guardians of the Galaxy. It's like, what a bunch of a-holes.
Yeah.
And it zooms out and it shows the 5 of them standing there.
Yeah.
And like, your man who plays Star-Lord is yawning, Rocket's just looking around, and Drax, the big massive, is real serious. And
Yeah.
You know, so it's like you can tell they're just, the 5 of them are just like, oh, I can't believe we got caught. Like, you can tell it's going to be like, trying to think of a good example of like a team movie where they have a great relationship, great rapport with each other, but they can still kind of kick ass. The only thing the only thing that comes to mind, and you haven't watched this, is One Piece.
Oh yeah.
Which is an anime, Japanese anime, and like, it's one of those shows where you know the characters so well and they have the relationships and their ins and outs, they get along, they don't get along, blah blah blah. But when it comes time to do stuff, they do it well. So I think it's going to be like that. I just thought the trailer was amazing. It's also got a lot of hints to kind of what's coming in the future for Marvel. Like 4 or 5 of the 3 definites. And I said, I haven't read the Guardians of the Galaxy comics, so I'm not hugely up on the character histories. But 3 of them are definitely linked to Thanos, which is the guy who's at the end of Avengers 1, the purple guy that someone in my screen and thought was Hellboy.
Yeah.
So like, it's showing you that, okay, this character exists and this character is a big part of the universe, and eventually he's going to be in the Avengers movies. So, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So that trailer gets 10 thumbs up.
If I had more thumbs, I'd pop them up because I just thought it looked awesome. The song in the trailer was class as well. It was just a real spunky kind of...
It's that Ooga Chaka thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hooked on a Feeling or something like that.
Hooked on a Feeling, yeah, that's the one.
The only thing I saw David Hasselhoff singing that one time, and it kind of spoiled it for me a little bit. I find it hard to hear that song without picturing him, but hopefully after this movie comes out, sort of erase him, and it'll bring in, when I hear that song, I'll just think of Guardians.
Yeah.
Not that Hasselhoff isn't cool, he's a cool guy. He's a cool guy, but there's an awful smell of cheese off him,
Mm-hmm. There's a total meaning behind that.